it was another long day in court in Waukesha County.
The Christmas parade suspect Darrell Brooks was removed from the courtroom twice, even before opening arguments today.
Mr. Brooks, there's a proper manner in which you raise objections. You have not followed that proper procedure. You are unable or unwilling to abide by simple rules of civility. You interrupt. You don't wait for anyone to finish.
At one point, when Brooks was removed, he took his shirt off. He's representing himself in the case and will still be allowed to participate in the trial virtually, but had to have his microphone muted when it was not his turn to speak. In any trial, erratic behavior like this would complicate any court proceedings, but experts say because he's acting as his own attorney, well, that makes things even more difficult.
Tahlil Mohadeen spoke with a local criminal defense attorney who weighed in on how this trial can continue. Tahlil?
That's right. Because Brooks is defending himself right now, he has rights most people don't usually exercise. But those rights do have limits, something Judge Jennifer Darrell will have to navigate.
My question to you is, do you want to come back to this courtroom, sir?
It's a question Judge Jennifer Darrell has asked Darrell Brooks quite a few times today.
If you're willing to abide by the rules of courtesy and decorum, you are welcome to come back.
Brooks is facing 61 counts of reckless endangerment and 6 counts of first-degree intentional homicide in connection with last year's Waukesha-Parade tragedy. The 40-year-old has so far attended much of his trial virtually in a second courtroom after repeatedly interrupting the proceedings. Behavior local criminal defense attorney Jessa Nicholson believes is all an act.
I think he is hoping that it'll cause a mistrial.
Former News 3 Now reporter Gabriella Becerra has been covering the trial for our sister station in Milwaukee, and she says in court there's been more to Brooks than his erratic behavior.
On the other side, we see him paying attention, asking questions that make sense. And I would say he's learning quickly how to do things.
The problem is Brooks has proven to be unpredictable, which Nicholson says complicates things, especially because he's acting as his own attorney. Brooks has the right to be involved in the proceedings, to cross-examine witnesses, victims even.
I would argue that she can't simply remove him, period.
Still, the judge does have more tools at her disposal to move the trial along. Nicholson says if Brooks's disruptive behavior escalated even further, the judge could find him incompetent to be his own attorney.
At that point, I think she would have to consider appointing counsel either in a full-fledged capacity, which no sane attorney is going to do, or bring someone to sit with him and help frame those questions.
But she also says that option is highly unlikely.
I think we're going to see a lot of what we've seen already.
Nicholson also says while the mistrial probably won't happen, she has to assume there will be an appeal.